Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos family backlash for serial kissing. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is now down to only 2 men on her season. Ahead of the men tell all in season finale, she appeared on Kaitlyn Bristow's podcast. Kaitlyn asked her what one of her most cringe moments on the show was. Joan said she's getting a lot of backlash from her family for serial kissing. What are they saying to her? Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos gets backlash from daughter. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos appeared on Kaitlyn Bristow's podcast, Off the Vine, where she talked about her time on the show. One of the things Kaitlyn asked her was to reveal what her most cringe moment on the show was. Joan thought about it for a second, and she said the kissing. She went on to say that it's awful watching yourself kiss on television. She also shared that she's getting backlash from her family for kissing as well. Joan shared that her daughter keeps count of every kiss she has on every episode. She called her recently and pointed out that she kissed 4 different men in the last episode. Joan told her she was pretty sure she hadn't, and that it was really only 2. Her daughter named them all, and Joan then realized she actually did kiss 4 men that episode. Her fantasy suites. While Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos did kiss the men on her season, she did not get more physical than that. She revealed that when it came down to having fantasy suite dates, she told producers she wanted the bed taken out of the entire room. All she wanted to do was form a better emotional connection with the men. She knew she did not want to sleep with any of them while on the show. Getting to know each other was more important to her than moving to the next step physically. In fact, she also said that she wouldn't even be spending the entire night with them. She noted that after time together they would be going to their own rooms. Joan is now down to just 2 guys remaining. She has Guy Gansert and Chalk Chapel. Which of these 2 men is better suited for her? Who do you think she will pick at the final rose ceremony? Joan Vassos, one of the most memorable contestants on the Golden Bachelorette, has certainly captivated viewers and stirred emotions nationwide with her unapologetic, adventurous spirit. However, her recent actions on the show, particularly her penchant for freely sharing kisses with multiple suitors, have sparked a surprising wave of family backlash. This serial kissing, as the press has dubbed it, may be a bold statement of her readiness to explore new relationships, but it's also led to some heated discussions back home. Joan, a charming and charismatic 60-something who has wowed audiences with her sense of humor and elegance, has approached her time on the Golden Bachelorette with a youthful energy that's refreshing to see. From the beginning, she openly expressed her desire to embrace life fully, particularly as she navigates the unique challenges and joys of dating in her golden years. Joan quickly set herself apart by being more willing than some of the other contestants to throw herself into the whirlwind of romance, exploring connections and not hesitating to let her affection show. But her kisses, sometimes spontaneous, other times leading to meaningful moments, have caught the attention of more than just her fellow cast members and fans. Initially, Joan's family had been proud and excited to see her on television, living her best life and refusing to let age dictate the limits of her love story. They supported her during the rigorous selection process and encouraged her as she stepped into the unfamiliar world of reality TV. Her daughter, Karen, even went so far as to post publicly about how proud she was of her mother for breaking stereotypes and embracing life's adventures. However, as the show progressed, it became clear to Joan's family that her path to love was going to look very different from the quiet, dignified journey they might have anticipated. As the season aired, Joan's frequent on-screen kisses became a focal point. In one memorable episode, she shared a romantic moment by the fire with one of the more suave bachelors, laughing and talking late into the night before a passionate kiss. The very next episode, she shared another meaningful connection over wine with another suitor, ending in yet another kiss. Joan's openness to these experiences and her natural chemistry with multiple contestants created moments that were romantic and heartfelt. But for her family back home, the portrayal sparked mixed feelings. Karen and her brother, Michael, found themselves unprepared for the emotional response the episodes triggered in them. Karen admitted in an interview that seeing her mother in such intimate situations with different men was more difficult to watch than she'd anticipated. "I'm thrilled that she's happy, but it's weird seeing her like that with multiple people," she said. "You're used to thinking of your mom in a certain way, reserved, private, and then suddenly the whole country is watching her kiss different men every week." Joan's younger grandchildren, although unaware of the complexities of dating and love, also began asking questions. Michael's two teenagers, both fans of the show, felt a new sense of protectiveness over their grandmother. "Seeing Nana on TV is cool," Michael's daughter, Sam, shared with a chuckle, "but we don't need to see everything, if you know what I mean. I was watching with my friends, and we were all a little shocked." The serial kissing trend became a source of tension during family gatherings, with some members feeling Joan's behavior didn't align with the values they grew up with. Her sister, Mary, a traditionalist at heart, took it the hardest. Mary voiced her concern in a family group chat, expressing worry that Joan might be misrepresenting herself or being influenced by the pressure to entertain the audience. She believed that Joan's casual displays of affection might reflect poorly on her, and she wasn't afraid to share those thoughts. "It's like she's forgotten what it means to be herself," Mary messaged one evening. The comment, meant as a gentle warning, sparked a debate within the family that ended with Joan herself asking to clarify her side. Joan, ever the optimist, took her family's concerns seriously but refused to apologize for her behavior. In an interview responding to the backlash, she explained, "I'm just being true to myself. I'm here to find love, and at my age, you don't waste time overthinking. You let yourself feel, you explore, you connect. This journey is about living without regrets." She went on to say that she felt liberated and that each of those kisses had meaning, reflecting her real emotions in the moment. For Joan, this was about so much more than the superficial aspects of dating. It was about rekindling the thrill of companionship and rediscovering the joy of connection. This philosophy, however, wasn't necessarily easy for her family to accept. The show's format, where each romantic gesture was immortalized on screen and dissected by fans and critics alike, only made it harder. Karen admitted she felt defensive watching social media reactions to her mother, with some fans labeling Joan as too free-spirited or reckless. Yet with time, Karen began to see her mother's journey differently. "Maybe I was uncomfortable because I was putting my expectations on her," she said later. "I didn't want to let go of the image I had of my mom as a more private person. But she's allowed to be who she is now, without any of us deciding what's right for her." Joan's fellow contestants also came to her defense, with one bachelor commenting that Joan's approach was one of the most authentic on the show. He admired her willingness to live in the moment, a quality that attracted many of the suitors. By the time the finale aired, Joan's family had a chance to watch her journey in its entirety and found themselves moved by the genuine emotional moments Joan experienced, including some heartfelt conversations about her fears of opening up after years of self-protection. Joan's serial kissing may have caused initial discomfort within her family, but it ultimately led to a deeper understanding and appreciation of her journey. Karen noted, "I didn't see it at first, but my mom is really brave. She's out there showing the world, and us, that love can happen at any stage, and that's a beautiful message." While her family's initial reaction may have been one of surprise, it was Joan's courage to remain authentic that won them over. For Joan, this wasn't just about finding love on TV. It was about redefining her own narrative, as well as her family's understanding of who she could be in this chapter of her life. And perhaps that's what makes her story so universal and so profoundly moving for viewers who find themselves inspired by her zest for life and her refusal to let anything or anyone's expectations hold her back.